Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Real Results with Coach Joe. I'm your host, Coach Joe Villegas, and I'm very excited today because I've got a special guest, Allison Farcus, the mastermind behind Sautee and Soirre. How you doing, Allison?
Oh, I'm doing so great. My day is so much better. Thank you for having me. So excited.
Oh, it's my pleasure. So you're in for a treat today, everybody. We're going to be making some amazing food, and we're also be making an amazing drink. So people say, hey, if I got to eat healthy, it's going to be bland, it's going to be boring. Nay, says I, because we're going to have some fun today and show you how you can have some amazing, tasty food and still be healthy at the same time. So, Allison,
yes,
walk me through, give me the overview. What are we making today?
Okay, so we're going to make a drink that could be made into a cocktail, but we're doing it non-alcohol version right now. For this particular drink, we're using a berry, we're using an herb, citrus, and bubbles, and that's sort of the backbone of any drink that I like to make,
Sure.
a cocktail or a mocktail.
Okay.
I like the tartness, I like the fruit, the herbaceousness. So I'm going to have you, Joe. I'm going to have you.
All right, put me to work.
Muddle. This is fresh thyme
Okay.
and blackberries. Just
Okay.
to when you muddle, it actually releases the oils of the herb, and
All
of
right.
course brings out more of the juice.
So is this what you'd
give it a-
recommend, like any drink with fresh fruit or herbs, you should be muddling?
you could do strawberries and basil. Yeah,
Okay.
if you actually, I saw a technique that a bartender did. He actually clapped some basil over a cup, and I did giggle at first, but it actually, he said, it releases the oil and the scent, just like you would twist an orange over a glass, for a drink. So so it actually releases some of the oils when you do that.
Make sure you're taking notes, everybody. We're going to learn a lot today. No joke about it. So am I doing this right? Am I muddling this
Yeah,
okay?
just a light muddle. That's perfect.
Okay,
That's perfect.
alrighty,
Okay.
cool.
I've also made here a you could call it a simple syrup. A simple syrup is basically a reduction of sugar and water to a syrup,
Okay.
and then you can infuse that. So if you go to a restaurant and you see it says rhubarb, chances are you're not having rhubarb in
Like
your
a
drink. It's
stalk
a
of
rhubarb
rhubarb.
simple
Right,
syrup,
right,
a
for sure.
ginger simple syrup.
Okay.
So I've made like a blackberry simple syrup, but I'm going to use I have used maple syrup instead of sugar. So I took equal
I like
parts,
that. Nice.
or rather I took blackberries, just like a cup, a little bit of water, and just a couple tablespoons, just a few, because I didn't want to overpower the berries.
Right.
So this is a beautiful colored, I repurposed these jars. Like, don't throw the jars away,
Don't throw it
right?
away, reuse,
I
right?
mean,
Exactly.
vinaigrette, there's so many things you could use for those jars. So this is, give it a smell.
It smells like
Right?
almost like a jam.
It does smell jammy.
It's like sweet, it's fruity.
Yeah,
It smells really good. Okay, I'm excited.
And the berries are a little lighter, so you could use those too. So what we're
Okay.
going to do is we're going to use a spoon, and first you can put some of the berries here into the glass.
Alrighty.
And then you can pour a little of each. We're going to do, you can give a little of the pour of the, in both glasses,
Okay.
the blackberry juice. And then some of this is something that I keep at home. It's a triple citrus juice.
Triple citrus juice.
Lemon sometimes is very overpowering for some people.
Yes.
I love the tartness.
It's very overpowering for me. I
Oh,
find
it's
like in
overpowering
desserts
for
and
you.
things, if there's a hint of lemon, I'm like, there's way too much in here.
Oh,
Every
okay.
single time. So I didn't know that was different for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Very
so
cool.
one way to dilute that tartness
Okay.
is by adding a little orange juice, because the orange, if you make a triple citrus juice of orange, lemon, and lime, you'll taste and say, oh, it's not orange juice, but it's not that tart. I don't know, have you ever had yuzu?
No,
Do you know
I
what
can't
that
say.
is?
I don't know what that is. So educate me. I'm
Yuzu-
getting coached today, everybody. This is great. This is perfect.
Yuzu is a Japanese citrus fruit, and so if you go to a Japanese restaurant, they may serve it with raw fish, or they'll put it in a cocktail with gin. It smells like tangerine, but it's tart like lemon. It's lovely.
Interesting. Okay.
So I
I'll
kind
keep
of
my eye
want to
out for it.
simulate that. So give that a smell and see if
Okay.
you pick up like anything more than lemon.
I definitely get the orange.
Okay.
For sure.
All right. Okay. There's some lime in
I'm
there
looking for the
too.
lemon though, because I know it's in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very fragrant. Like everything we're making now is very fragrant, and I gotta be
Yeah.
honest, it's getting me excited to have a drink. So let's
good.
pour this thing before I
let's pour
start
it in.
drinking
All
out
right.
of
All right,
jars.
so give me about like an ounce pour of the blackberry, and
Okay.
then maybe an
eyeball
ounce
that.
pour. Yeah, that's great.
All right.
And then in that glass, and you could do the same with the citrus juice.
Okay.
And then we're going to pour in some club soda really is the vehicle for this drink. But if you turn it into a cocktail, you could use really any clear spirit. Gin would work, mezcal would work, cachaça, which is a Brazilian sugarcane, delicious. That would work. Vodka would work. Any clear spirit.
Very versatile, it sounds.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay.
yes.
Very
Fruit,
cool.
herb, citrus, and bubbles. You can even use like a cava or prosecco instead of bubbles. But in the case of this drink, so we're going to finish it with the bubbles, and then pour some ice, and that's it. You can garnish it with some more thyme if you want, but that's basically it, and it's beautiful in color, right?
Yeah, it sounds
delicious. It should be a little cold, but if you want to throw some ice cubes in there.
Here, I'll let you
You
grab.
don't want making you do all the work,
No,
right?
whatever. It's all good. You're the guest. Here,
Okay.
grab your ice. Throw it in there.
Here, I'll just like do that.
Perfect. Put a little bit in there.
Yeah,
and
that's
so
great.
For all of you watching at home, Allison has been very gracious in sharing the recipes. So if you head over to resultswithjoe.com, I'll be posting these on there so you can check them out and download them, and also find Allison. So if you want to have your own, not cooking class, just to be clear, cooking experience. She brings an experience through Sautee and Soirre. Then
Thank you,
can
Joe.
contact her and check it out, which I'd encourage you to do.
Thank you. Cheers. Salute.
Cheers to you.
Salute.
There we
Yum.
go. Oh man, that is
Right?
delicious.
And it's not cloyingly sweet, but
No.
it's sweet enough where you taste the fruit. Do you?
It's like really refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like if you drank a soft drink where it kind of hangs on your throat. It's like
Mm-hmm.
syrupy. This is light. It's fragrant. It tastes good. I just want to
Thanks.
smell it again. Oh my gosh. Definitely gotta
you.
try this out. This is so good.
Thank you. I'm so glad you like it.
I'm gonna nurse it though, because I'm gonna gulp it all
Yes,
down.
absolutely,
Here in 2
absolutely.
minutes. So
yeah.
we've got our drink. What are we making for our main today, for our meal?
Okay, so have you heard of chicken Milanese?
Yes, but I heard more about it when you got here. So now I'm a little more educated, but for those watching, fill us in on exactly what that is.
Okay, so classic chicken Milanese, or it's done with veal, is a dish where it's thinly pounded chicken. Some people call it schnitzel, depending on what country you're in.
Sure.
So it's thinly pounded chicken that's then breaded, flour, egg, and then panko or breadcrumbs and fried.
Right.
It's delicious. And then how it's served is usually fresh arugula and lightly dressed olive oil, little lemon, salt and pepper, and shavings of Parmesan or pecorino. It's a classic dish.
Yes.
But we're going to make a healthy take on this.
Perfect.
And really, when I say healthy, trust me when I tell you it will be just as delicious.
Okay.
But we're amping it up a little bit.
All right.
So
Let's
what we're
get
going
amped.
to do
Let's
is, Joe, I'm going to ask you to, well, I'll tell you what we're going to do, and
Sure.
then we'll assemble
Let's
it.
walk
so,
through it.
Yeah. So I've marinated some already flattened chicken breasts that I bought in the store.
Okay.
I just eyeballed it. I
and
don't
simple.
like to measure much. You know,
Keep it
once you
simple.
get in the kitchen, you're comfortable. You don't need those measuring cups
Put a
unless
little
you're baking.
music on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
you're good to go.
Right.
All right.
So there's some thyme and garlic and olive oil, a little bit of salt. Now, why didn't I season that more with salt and pepper? Because once that's cooked, we're going to saute it in a little vegetable oil here, like 2 or 3 minutes per side. It cooks really quickly. Want to get a little brown sear on there. So we're going to plate it, and then on top of it, we're going to smear. Have you ever heard of tapenade?
Yes, I
Okay.
have heard tapenade. So what we have
Okay.
today is similar to that, but not
Yes.
exactly the same.
Yes.
Just
So
a nice
tapenade,
schmear.
yeah, it's
All right.
usually made. I believe it's a French preparation, and it's usually made with a black olive that I've
Right.
seen.
Yep.
But I love these. So they're not always in the olive aisle with the capers in the regular grocery store.
Okay.
You have to go to like the specialty section. So this is called a Frescatrano olive. This is a Greek olive.
Okay.
But then there's Castelvetrano olive or Cerignola. Those are Italian. And when I tell you it's like they just got picked off the tree.
Oh my gosh.
There's a ripeness to it, and yes, this is in a brine, but they just they're beautiful in color. So I made in advance in the interest of time, and like an Italian tapenade. So what I put in there, and I used a food processor,
Yep.
were these, I did rinse the olives because they're in that brine. So I took some olives, some capers,
Right.
some toasted pine nuts, which are like butter.
Okay.
Lemon zest, olive
right.
oil, garlic, and here I've got like parsley. You could use basil, you could use dill, but it's fragrant, it's delicious. It's an amazing condiment for eggs,
Oh, yeah.
for chicken, for fish on a spoon. It's so good.
Put a little in my hair.
Yeah,
Who doesn't
a
like a
little
good
hair.
schmear?
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for
it's
sure.
Mediterranean. It's healthy for like your hair, your
Beautiful.
skin. So we're gonna smear that onto the chicken.
Okay.
Then on top, we're gonna do our salad like you would at the Milanese. But so what I've got here is a mixture of endive, radicchio, and I had some lacinato kale, which is like the darker, longer leaf of kale. There's
right.
some in there too.
Okay.
So you have a variety of texture. There's some bitter in here. And we're going to add some fun things to that for texture, more texture. So one thing I have here is some dried apricots.
All right.
It's nice to have a fruit in a salad. But you ever go to a restaurant and they have it has blueberries, cranberries, strawberries in a salad. But it's not a fruit salad.
Yeah, it's a little much.
Do you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
that's not really my style.
No, I don't like that
not for
either.
me.
So you could use like apple, you could use pear. The dried fruit is nice.
Okay.
I also have these pumpkin seeds, pepitas, and I've toasted them. Do you know that if you toast a nut, you're bringing out much more flavor than a
I know now.
raw nut?
And I'll be the judge of that when we eat it.
Crunchier.
I'll let you know how much flavor
Yeah.
we got. Okay, cool.
I'm a crunch addict, so
Well, you like a little crunch, a little texture.
Yes.
You don't really like nice and mushy all the time. That's
yeah,
not good.
no, for sure.
No.
So we can add that.
Okay.
I also have some quinoa. I've cooked some quinoa. This tricolore quinoa is so nice.
Okay.
And it adds more protein. But as an alternative, unless you want to use both, I've toasted the quinoa. So there you have more texture. And so you take cooked quinoa and you put it in the toaster, 350, keep an eye on it, maybe 10 minutes, and this will stay in the fridge. And you could put this, on yogurt or
anything.
something.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
it's delicious.
Pretty versatile.
And healthy. It's not fried.
Right,
Not
yeah,
fried,
just be clear. Yeah, we're not- okay.
So those are like the mix-ins.
Okay.
And then vinaigrette. So
Yes, walk me through that, because you had mentioned there's a couple ingredients in there that maybe are not the tradish. So what we got for today for a vinaigrette?
Sure. So I'm a big make-your-own vinaigrette fan. The difference
all right.
between a store-bought, sometimes a little gloppy,
Yeah.
thick dressing, and what you can make at home with any of these jars or like a plastic container, if you have any acid
Yep.
and any oil,
Acid and oil.
you
or
have the
fat.
makings already, right,
Okay.
of a vinaigrette.
Perfect.
Now, in this, I used walnut oil in this. You're not allergic to?
Interesting. No.
Okay, good.
I've got no allergies.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
good.
I'm good to go.
So I use you could use olive oil. You could use any oil that you like.
Okay.
This is interesting. This is
Pistachio oil.
pistachio oil. So
Interesting. I've never
should we
had that
talk-
before.
No.
Yeah, let's hear about it.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Terrific.
We're doing all.
All right, great. Okay, so the pistachio oil
Yep.
is a nice. It's not that strong in the flavor of pistachio, but it's
Okay.
just something different.
A little different.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and so we've got the oil, and then you have an acid. You could use any vinegar in your cabinet.
Anything you got.
Any vinegar in your cabinet.
Okay.
Of course, if you use balsamic, your dressing's going to be brown.
You kinda
it's
can't turn
gonna
back
be
from that
dark.
one. Yeah, right.
Cider vinegar, red wine vinegar, champagne vinegar, but I like lemon juice.
Keep it simple.
Yeah,
Keep
right.
it simple. Okay.
So I go back to that citrus juice that you made, right? That I made that you talked about. So I've got the triple citrus juice and oil. Now you could add like a shallot to that. For texture, you can add something like tahini.
Okay.
Tahini is everywhere now.
Yes.
If you're on Instagram and you follow food, I feel
Everyone's
like
using it.
right? Everything is tahini.
But this is a special one that you brought in. So let's hear about that. Let's hear about that real quick.
This tahini is amazing. This is a family-owned company. It's called Soom, and it's a family-owned company out of Philly.
Supporting local business. I love that. Fantastic.
Support local, and it's made in Israel. And what's amazing about this tahini is that if you buy tahini, typically like you open it and it's creamy and you leave it in the cabinet and then it's like a rock and you're
gross,
Googling how to get it creamy again. I want you to taste this.
Okay, I'll try a little bit.
It says premium, and trust me, it's premium.
Oh my gosh.
Is that
Like it tastes fresh.
amazing?
It's
And
delicious.
the texture of it, you could literally drizzle it
like
on.
silk.
Yeah, it's like silk.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So we've got all our stuff here. We're gonna have to take a quick break in a second,
Yeah.
but When we come back after this word from our sponsors, our commercial break, we're actually going to assemble this delicious chicken Milanese salad. So we'll be right back.
Makes a Wawa Club? Is it the crispy bacon on the turkey BLT? The endless layers of flavor of the buffalo chicken salad? Or is it a secret handshake? Nah. At Wawa, there's a club for everyone. Find yours today.
We Ride for Those Who Died. The Police Unity Tour and RVN Television is bringing to you a show called On Your Honor, Straight Talk. And I'm your host, Patrick Monturi. I am a retired police chief from Florham Park, New Jersey, and I am also retired from the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial in Washington, D.C. I am currently, for the last 27 years, the CEO and founder of the Police Unity Tour. And this show will bring to you straight talk about law enforcement, the actions and heroism that is provided to you, the citizens of the United States, as well as their actions in falling in the line of duty, as we could see some of the stories that surround that. Again, please watch us on RVN Television and be safe. Take care.
At Jersey Mike's, they slice your order fresh right in front of you. And let me tell you, watching that can send a rush of emotions through a person. Excitement, impatience, baby-like wonder, indecisive, anticipatory chewing, nervous pacing, happy claps, and finally, jealousy, because that's this guy's sub. I should order one. Good idea. Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Real Results. I'm here with Allison Farcus of Sautee and Soirre. And if you missed the first part, which would be unfortunate, we made a delicious mocktail as we're enjoying while we're doing our cooking. And now we're gonna get into the assembly of our chicken Milanese salad. So let's hop right into this bad boy. So Allison tasked me with handling the meat for the salad, which I will gladly accept. So we're going to take some of this pre-marinated chicken. Right? How are we feeling? Feeling
Yeah,
good?
we're feeling
All right.
good. Yeah,
It's got your approval.
And that's what you want to hear.
Little sound, right?
Yeah, you
Little
want
sound.
to hear that sound.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Little sound, but not too much splashy splash.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And you can fit that in there, but always remember that if you want browning, yeah, just leave it now.
All right.
If you want browning, you never crowd the pan.
No.
Never crowd. If you're gonna bake, roast something, or as I say, baking is for cakes and
Okay.
roasting is for vegetables.
Okay, duly noted.
If you're going to bake something, or roast something, or cook something in a pan, if you crowd it, you won't get any browning.
Right,
You won't
right.
get any GBD, golden brown delicious.
Okay,
Yeah.
golden brown delicious.
Golden brown delicious.
GBD. All right. It's like Gym Tan Laundry, but we're GBD. Golden brown delicious. I'll keep it. All right, I like it.
So,
And this is cooking quick.
yeah, this is cooking quick. Yeah,
Okay,
and this
okay.
should be like 2 minutes per side. And also, when you cook a protein, once you lay it down in the pan, don't move it, because the browning happens when the protein is actually adhering to the pan and the oil. So
Gotcha.
don't move it around, don't toss it around. It feels good to do
Let it
that. There's a time and place for that.
Right, right.
But with something like that, just let it sit and don't bother it.
If you love it, you let it go.
Right.
There was a chef friend of mine who said no color, no flavor.
Yeah,
So
I
you
like
want
that.
a little color on there, or else you're just going to have some bland chicken, which is what we're trying to get away from, folks.
Get away from bland.
We're going to let this do its thing.
Yep.
Let it do whatever. Is there
Yeah.
anything else we need to prepare
Yeah. So
while this is cooking?
now we talked about the vinaigrette, the tahini vinaigrette that
Yep.
I made, and we could either dress the salad first and then mix things in, or mix things in and then dress the. So what do you prefer? Your show.
If it were me at home,
Yeah.
I would mix it all in together, and then I
Okay.
can put it right on top of my chicken and get down to business.
But would you put the dressing on first and then put in your goodies, or the
Yes.
other way around?
I would do dressing and then goodies.
Okay, so I want you to pour, because you could always add more, but you can't take away.
That's true.
So I want you to pour just a small amount, or whatever you feel, onto that.
Little
and then,
once around here.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
That's probably. We'll keep it light. We
Awesome,
can always
yeah.
add more, like you said.
Now you can season your salad. That's
Okay.
that's advisable sometimes, but the dressing is already seasoned, so there's no
That
there's
takes
no
care
need
of that.
to do that.
Okay.
These are not glamorous, but I got them in Alaska, and
Love
they're
Alaska.
freaking awesome, and they do the job. So
There
if
we
you
go.
want to
All
give
right,
a little
let's
toss,
do it. So mix this up a little bit.
yeah.
See, that's looking nice to me. It's like a little glaze to it. It's not like a big sloppy, bath of dressing
wet,
in here.
Exactly.
We don't want none of that. Okay,
Exactly. And
so keep that
also,
there.
you can't really take a salad home after you've eaten,
Oh, no.
especially if it's overdressed. But if it's slightly dressed, you may not,
have lunch tomorrow.
compromise, the greens that much. So it should
All
be
right.
good.
Okay.
So at this point, you can add in all or a little, but definitely go for all of that crispy
Okay.
quinoa.
All right.
You've
Crispy
got
quinoa
the
going in. All right, let's do it.
and the pepitas, the pumpkin
Pepitas,
seeds.
which you toasted for more flavor.
Toasted,
Okay.
yep, always, yeah.
Gotcha.
Some apricots.
A little
dried
sweet.
apricot, little sweet.
Okay.
And then I wouldn't, you could do all of it, or we're going to split it, so you could
I'm
do
a
it
big
all.
guy, Allison. I got to eat, so
Do it.
I'm just going to dump it all in.
Do
We're
it.
going all in on this one. Why wait? right?
Fantastic. All right, can you give that
Yeah,
a little?
let's mix that around.
Yeah.
Like this in and of itself looks delicious.
Right?
And you might
it's
be
healthy.
saying, you might be saying at home, oh, a salad, like salads are boring. Not the case. This smells delicious, and I know it's going to be delicious.
Yes.
And I can't wait to combine it with the chicken.
Yes, which we should probably flip
Let's
and be
flip
careful.
it.
Yeah,
Turn that
probably
down a little
got-
bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Sorry.
Oh, we're good. We're good. Let's turn it down just a
Yeah,
little bit.
you want to do it at medium-high heat. I'd probably put a little. Yeah.
We're okay.
Yeah, we're good. That's fine. That's fine. It's going to be on the bottom of the plate, so if it tears a little bit, but the color is beautiful
We're
on
gonna
that.
cover it up
Ooh,
with some
que
salad
bella.
anyway, so we're all good.
Yeah, I love it.
So we'll let that continue.
yes.
Salad's dressed.
Salad's dressed, and the chicken's going to go on the bottom. You could put the chicken on the top. You could cut up the chicken if you want, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to mimic the Milanese
Right.
vibe.
And the presentation is what's key
Yeah.
in this whole thing.
Yes,
Okay, gotcha,
yes,
gotcha.
yes. And something to keep in mind if you're ever like, what kind of salad should I make when I'm having people over? Or,
Right,
oh my
right.
gosh, my in-laws are coming over and I need
Now
to whip
what do I
something
do, right?
up.
Yeah, for sure.
So I defer to a rule of cheese, nut, and fruit.
Cheese, nut, and fruit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and cheese stays in your fridge for a while. So get a hunk of manchego, keep it in your fridge.
Okay.
Get some like a shaved cheese looks really nice. So
Right,
a
right,
manchego or pecorino or a Gouda, and then apple or berries or whatever fruit you have,
Right.
and then keep some nuts at home.
Easy peasy.
Pine nuts, almond, whatever you
Right,
want.
right.
Toast the nuts, make a vinaigrette of the acid, the oil, little
Okay.
either Dijon mustard or tahini. You have a beautiful salad.
Love it.
Yeah.
We're losing some
Okay.
sound here, so I want to see if we're still
Oh,
got
okay.
our
You know what? I feel
There we
like
go.
it. I feel
Boom.
like it actually may be.
It's probably close to
cooked.
done, right?
Yeah, I think
Beautiful.
it's cooked. So
Okay.
let's turn the heat
turn it off.
Yeah.
Maybe let it rest there for a sec,
Yeah,
or you want to
could.
pull
Well,
it
let's
off?
peek at it and see. It should be brown on the bottom and easy
Okay.
to take out of that. Yeah.
Easy is
Yeah.
right. Yeah, no doubt.
Perfect. So
Oh,
let's put
beautiful.
that on the paper towel over there just to drain it
Okay.
a little bit.
A little
Yeah.
drainage.
Yeah. Ooh, that looks good.
It looks really good.
That looks really
Everything
good.
smells so good. I can't even begin to tell you. It smells delicious.
So we're just going to let that cool
okay.
just for a minute. And yeah, this is so much fun.
Awesome. So how did you get into cooking? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Is this your first love? You're like, I know what I want to do. I'm getting in the kitchen and I'm going to teach people how to do things and give them this experience, or
Mm-hmm.
is this a newer development that came into your life? Tell me about it.
Yeah, thank you. So my mom threw amazing dinner parties. My parents threw
Okay.
amazing dinner parties. My dad would bartend. My mom, it's sort of Julia Child time.
All right,
And
yeah.
just beautiful, like bird's nests out of potato and gourmet,
Yeah.
gourmet. And she was definitely my inspiration.
Okay.
There's no doubt about it. And out of college, I'm a social person. I'm an outgoing
Sure.
person.
Couldn't tell, yeah.
I like being around people.
No doubt, no
And
doubt.
so I'd have people over for parties, but I would make food. Because I'm a foodie and I enjoyed that.
And that's how you show love, right? I'm the
That's
same way in our
definitely
house,
how
that's
you
for
show
sure.
love.
No doubt,
Yeah.
no doubt.
So it's a marriage of it's a marriage of bringing people together
Yes.
and making food the vehicle that unites everyone.
I mean, who doesn't love that,
Yeah, I
right?
mean, I could order pizza and it would still be fun.
Right.
But it would still be delicious. But I get a thrill out of making food and serving it to people and watching them eat and interact. So
Well, now
yeah.
everyone on the other side of the camera has the pleasure of watching us eat this delicious salad. So let's put it together.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So I'll put the chicken down. If
Yeah.
you want to start.
Yep.
with
So you
other
put the
stuff on
chicken down,
top
and I'm
here.
going to spread on some of this, the tapenade,
Beautiful.
right?
Oh my gosh, it looks so good. It's almost like a guacamole.
In a
Like
way,
little
yeah,
bit,
in a way, a guac, a pesto. Just going to do that. Just
Wow.
quickly do that.
Cool.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And then And you could actually toss pasta into that.
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'm
we're
just
going
gonna
to dress it
plate.
with a salad here.
And I like a little height, you know, so like just Joe.
Hey, we got to go vertical. I know.
Yeah.
I know what that's like.
And that's it. With sometimes those goodies fall to the bottom of the plate, but there you go.
That's all right.
And that's it.
So, like I said, I'm a big guy.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell, and that to me looks like a nice size meal by itself, and I can't wait to dig in. So let's get us some utensils.
Yes,
and
yes.
grab a bite.
Yeah.
Right away.
Okay.
Okay.
Here, so there's one knife. I'm gonna let you
Well,
do it.
I'll cut you the first bite. How about
Oh,
that?
okay. Oh, that's thoughtful of you. Thank
All
you.
right, I'll cut you the first
Oh,
bite.
thank you.
And then we'll switch sides. So we're gonna get a little bit of everything. That's kind of the goal,
Okay.
right? All righty.
Thank
so
you.
You have
Oh,
that.
that's so thoughtful of you. Thank you.
go.
Oops.
All right.
You got everything on there. You got some quinoa. Oh my God,
There's
this looks
there's
so good.
so much in here, and it
Yeah.
smells so good.
You could put pepper flakes on there too if you like heat. I missed
I
that.
might.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
okay. All right,
Okay,
cheers.
cheers.
Oh my God. That's really good. I want to talk my mouth full, but I can't help myself. It's like, it's light, it's delicious, it's fragrant. There's so many textures, like the crunch, there's the toasted quinoa, the pumpkin pepitos, pumpkin nuts and everything in there. So delicious. So, wish you all could be here enjoying this with us because it is awesome. But, like I said, if you go to resultswithjoe.com, we'll have the recipe on there for you. Allison, how can folks find you?
Thank you for that. So I have a website. It's Sautee and Soirre, www.SAUTEANDSOIREE.com or Allison@SauteeandSoirre.com. And I'm on LinkedIn as well, Allison Farcus, and that's it.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having
Had a
me.
blast
Oh,
for
this
sure.
was so much fun.
We're going to continue crushing this, so if you'll excuse us. But make sure you tune in for our next episode of Real Results with Coach Joe, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for having me, Joe.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Bye.